Good morning and welcome to the channel, guys. Getting an early start this morning. Let's see if we can see the clock here. It is, where is it at? There you go, 5 o'clock in the morning. Laying in bed, couldn't sleep, decided to get up and get an early start on the 454 SS here. Getting the engine all buttoned up. Freaking beautiful morning this morning. Getting ready to watch the sun come up. Got my coffee. Birds are chirping. Beautiful early Illinois morning. But since I'm up so early, I'm gonna continue on the 454 SS here. I've already got a couple other things stuck on there. I'm getting ready to run the wiring on it and get everything plugged in. And then in a couple hours I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get some spark plugs for this thing and all the fluids I need. And it might be firing this thing up today. Super stoked. Let's get after it. Got most of my wiring ran here. I need to get some more conduit to cover all this up. I've got smaller stuff that I started going over everything with. Cover all these bare wires, and as I'm like hooking all this stuff up, the conduit's so brittle, it's just, I can hear it like falling apart onto the floor down beneath. But yeah, I am deleting the EGR. I got the valve on there right now so I can make up a plate to block it, but kind of got it all redneck engineered right now. I'd screw and block the vacuum port, and then I got a screw to block the suction port on the solenoid. And I'm just going to tape it up there. I'm going to keep it plugged in and try to keep the check engine light off. See how that goes. If you guys have deleted these EGRs on these TBIs, whether it be a small block or a big block, let me know how you did it and how it worked out. Seen some people on the internet say that go ahead and do it, it's fine. Some people say don't do it, you'll burn up the cylinders and shit. I'm gonna try it anyways. To be honest, I broke that off. This thing's so old and brittle, it broke off when I took it apart, so I'm just gonna delete it. Fuck it, I'll go for it. Other than that, just getting ready to put the distributor in, taking another look at it. Look how freaking rusty that is in there. There's no way I'm putting that in there. As much as I want to stick this in and try to get this thing back together today, I never noticed how freaking bad that was in there. So, I think today when I go get my fluids and everything for this thing, I'm just going to see if I can get a new distributor right away. If they don't have it, I'll have to order it. But there's no way I'm sticking that back in there, doing all this work and stick a rusty distributor back in there. Nah. We'll probably end up with a misfire or something, or not running right. Maybe that was part of the issue before, I don't know. But so I'm going to drain the oil out of this chump and just kind of getting the little things still back together. I got the shroud back on, upper radiator hose halfway on, but I can't find the other hose clamp for that. Who knows where that went. Alternator on. I got the belt on. The AC doesn't work. I'm keeping that unplugged. But man, look at this thing. It's just looking 10 times better than it was before. We're getting ready to rip. Absolutely beautiful morning. Get up early and just wrench on the old pickup truck. Cheers, folks. So I essentially have everything hooked up all along there that I can. Everything but the ignition system. I don't have the spark plugs in there, the wires. Like I said, I need to get a new distributor. So that's as far as I can go for now until I can get a hose clamp and distributor and hook all the ignition stuff up. I've got the oil draining right now. I'm just gonna let it drain for a while. It's still piddling out of there. You always want to let it drain completely out when you do head gaskets or anything, because coolant leaks down into the crankcase there. So I'm gonna make sure you get all that coolant out. Man, I'm getting friggin' excited. So unfortunately it's too early and the car part store is still closed. So look at this thing. Like, if you look at this, maybe it doesn't look like much to some people. That if you haven't watched from the beginning, then you don't know. But I'll put a before picture in there. So you can see it was pretty nasty. And we got this all pressure washed, cleaned up, painted all the parts, painted brackets, painted. Kind of went through all that on my previous videos if you want to check them out. If you haven't checked them out yet, they're kind of boring. Everything's kind of boring getting up to this point. So, but yeah, there it is. There she is. She's almost ready to fire. So I'm gonna make a parts run and check back with you. We are back in business, guys. Got my coolant here, oil for oil change. Got hose clamps for the upper radiator hose. Got me some spark plugs, Delco spark plugs. Always run Delcos. And whole new distributor assembly. Comes with a new cap and everything, and not that I needed a cap and rotor and everything because I just replaced it prior to taking this all apart, but hey, if it comes with it, I'll put it on there. Went ahead and threw the new distributor in right away. I got the old wires that, I mean, they're new wires. I just put them on before I had taken it all apart before. So they're still in good shape. See, I got them zip tied together and never cut them off. But so, route my wires. I got my spark plugs in, and we got some fluids to go. Got the plug wires ran. They're not secured the best right now. I'm gonna have to find another way to secure them, make them look nice. But see how far off they hang. That's why I feel like I always get like a generic set that's for all these different makes and models. But they're ran, so basically that just leaves oil. I put some coolant in there. I put 3 gallons in there. I'm gonna need another 2 gallons probably. I'll probably grab that tomorrow on the way home. But yeah, we are on the home stretch. I will be cranking this over tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna have to call on night to get all my stuff cleaned up. I got stuff everywhere. But yeah, check you guys in the morning. All right, guys, we're in the hour of truth here. Yeah, about an hour before I gotta leave for work. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip the oil filter off here. Fill her with oil, and I'm gonna crank her and see if she runs. I'm gonna only run brand filters, but in this case, that's what I got. I'm sure some of you guys are gonna blast me for not filling up the oil filter first, but do what I want. It'll be alright. I'm using Pennzoil 1030 for this thing. This old dog doesn't need synthetic oil or anything, and Pennzoil is a better oil. You could get like the cheap Super Tech some or other from Walmart for cheap, but try to get something a little better here. I'll run this thing for a while, hopefully. 5 quarts. Ooh, she's full. Oh yeah. That's it. I think we're ready. This is the moment of truth. Let's see if she fires up. First try. She is freaking running. Trying not to wake my neighbors here. Looks like she's fucking purring like a kitten. God damn. Woo! A little bit smoky in here now. I wiped down the cylinder walls with oil, fresh oil, before I put everything back together, so, and like dumped a little in there, helped the rings seat in there, and so it's smoking a little bit as it's running, but goddamn it runs. The 454 SS is alive, purring like a kitten. Can't be more excited right now. I'm seriously friggin', I'm ecstatic. Still got to time the ignition, and still gonna get some conduit for all this wiring. But Jesus Christ, it's freaking back together. A long time coming. It's been like, what, no, or when did I take it apart? January? I think I took it apart in January. It's now July. So it's taking me a while, but finding time to do this big of a job, you know, life comes first, I guess, but god damn it, it's running. Freaking pump, man. Good oil pressure. I need to get some more coolant as well. We're gonna have her roasting tires in the next video for sure. This is where I'm gonna leave you guys off. If you want to see more on this 454 SS, hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, let me know what you've all done to your 454 SSs or OBS or whatever. These trucks are getting pretty popular now. So I'm going to go in and get ready for work, get me some breakfast. I'll check you on the next video. Time it, get everything buttoned up, get an air cleaner on it. We're going to go roast some tires, baby. Peace!